So our command words here are expand. Expand mathematically means make sure there's no brackets left. And simplify, well, simplify has lots of different meanings in math. It means combine all your like terms, put things in lowest terms, simplify fractions. Like there's lots of simplification things involved. So we will want to combine like radicals. We'll have to write things as mixed radicals in lowest terms. So to start off with, we multiply and distribute just like we've always distributed. You can draw these arrows. You like the word FOIL to remind you that you can multiply the first ones, the outside ones, the inside ones, and the last ones. And then when multiplying radicals, multiply the numbers out in front. So 4 times 3, that will give me 12. Root 2 times root 2, that'll give me root 4. Some of you already know that that's 2, perfect. But it's really easy to make mental math mistakes, so I'm going to take things slow. So when I multiply radicals, I multiply the numbers out in front, so 4 times 3 is 12. And I multiply my square roots, and square root of 2 times square root of 2 is just 2, but I'll write it as square root of 4 for now. Next one, 4 times a negative 1 will be negative 4, and root 2 times root 5 will give me root 10. My inside ones, 2 times 3 is 6, and root 5 times root 2 gives me root 10. And finally, a 2 times a negative 1 will give me negative 2, and root 5 times root 5 is root 25. Of course, if you have root 2 times root 2 or root 5 times root 5, you're just going to get either 2 or 5 because they're going to square nicely. So the next thing I can do is I can say, well, I know the square root of 4 is 2. 2 times 12, this will be 24. These two are like terms. I can put them together. Negative 4 plus 6 would give me plus 2. And square root of 25 is 5. 5 times 2 will be 10, so I'll have minus 10. And then 24 minus 10 are like terms. So after combining like terms, now I have 14 plus 2 root 10. I have to check the square root of 10. Is this in lowest terms? Or is there a perfect square I could pull out? Well, I can't divide it by 4. I can't divide it by 9. This is my final answer. For B, you could either do the same thing as A, or possibly you notice it as a difference of squares. And I'm just going to use variables here. If you have a difference of squares, which is something plus something, and then the other one is something minus something, that is always the first one squared minus the second one squared. So that can be a shortcut for this one, but I'm going to do regular math first, and then we'll look at what does that mean if I noticed this and did the shortcut. So if I did regular math, I would, just like before, draw all my arrows and FOIL this up. So for B, that would mean, here, I'll do this one in green, 4 times 4, 16. Root 2 times root 2, root 4. 4 times negative 2, negative 8. Root 2 times root 3, root 6. 2 times 4, positive 8. Root 3 times root 2, root 6. And 2 times negative 2, negative 4. And root 3 times root 3 is root 9. If I did this regular math, then I would combine my like terms. I might notice right away that these are exactly the same. They're going to cancel out. And I'll just be left, well, this is 2, so this is 32. And square root of 9 is 3. That'll be minus 12 equals 20. If you notice it's a difference of squares, If you notice, you have exactly the same thing, but with a plus sign and a minus sign. Then it's just going to be the first one squared minus the second one squared when you multiply it out. So the shortcut, I could have written 4 root 2 squared minus 2 root 3 squared. And if you square 4, you're going to get 16. You square root 2, you're going to get 2. This will be 32. Square 2 will be 4. Square root of 3 will be 3. 4 times 3 is 12. And you'll get 20 that way as well. So circle questions 3, 4, 5, and 7.